The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café.
Welcome to this episode of Pit Life BBQ. Gather round the pit with your hosts, Johnny Maggs and Greg the Barbecue Broker DiGiorgio. Let's talk barbecue.
What's up, everybody? Coming to you live from the Studio 21 Podcast Café in Salem, New Hampshire. It's the Pit Life BBQ podcast where we talk everything barbecue and a lot of topics you normally talk around the pit. As always, I'm joined by the barbecue broker. Flip me again.
You guys are starting early today.
How dare you, sir?
I did it during your intro, too.
I saw.
Just because
believe me, I saw.
I felt as though I could.
No.
Oh, I did.
Oh, you did. There will be payback. As soon as this gentleman gets into the chat here. Well, actually, I don't know if he is listening. He's actually on vacation. He might be traveling. Who the hell knows?
What are you mumbling about right now?
Kent. He's not in.
The hell, Kent? You're late.
Mac, what's up? Mike C.
Mikey.
So what's up, kid? My dude, what's happening?
How the hell was your weekend?
Oh, my God, it was fantastic.
Did a little cooking, did you?
You could say.
Tell me.
Just a bit.
Well, I already know. I'm playing
You
dumb.
already know.
Tell these guys
we
what
did
you
a
did.
16-pound prime brisket. We did 20 pounds of pork butt. Mm-hmm. Did 10-pound slab of pork belly burnt ends. Mm-hmm. What the hell else did I cook? Oh, yeah. 12 pounds of chicken wings.
Uh-huh.
Did about 10 pounds of burgers. Mm. Then we did my little spin on Mexican street corn with rice.
Did you say ribs?
Little side. Oh, yeah, I did 3 racks of ribs, too. Yeah, I forgot about those.
That's what I'm here for.
Coleslaw, macaroni
that street corn
salad.
That street corn sounds good. Remember when I asked you to save me some? Did you bring any in?
Dude, these savages, they crushed, dude. They crushed.
Now, did you sleep? No. You plowed right through like a
straight through. I think I might have
savage.
got about 45 minutes to an hour between the hours of 4 and 5 a.m. Because I was banking on her normally being up by like fucking 4:30. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But that wasn't an issue. The alarm went off. I got up and woohoo, away, kept on.
You
plugging,
plowed right through.
Plugging. Oh,
good.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Ton.
Good for
Good
you.
time.
What's up, Ryan?
Got the final.
What's up, Gray?
Dish going on when it finally started raining. So I dodged the rain, the entire cook.
Got some 10 by 10s going. You needed them.
Yep, had them rolling. It was nice. Mm-hmm. It was nice. Mm-hmm. Wound up throwing some cans. Oh, boy. You know, a couple shotguns there. Cans flying all over the place, over the shoulder. Throwing cans. And, my boy Josh brought me a wonderful surprise. You know how I ran? He custom made me a set of Pit Life BBQ cornhole boards.
Come on.
Yep.
Awesome.
Free-handed.
You were worried about not having them.
Well, I went out and bought she found a little set of over at Home Goods, the 3x2s, a beach set,
Yeah.
just to have it, it'll work. Yep. But yeah, he showed up with brand new set. He goes, I'm running
you got
a little.
Pictures of those?
They're on someone's on Facebook. I haven't personally taken a picture of it yet.
All right.
But yeah, they're good. Free-handed,
What color's the background? The white?
He's got one with blue and one with red because they match the bags I got. He goes, did you get bags yet? So I got, So I got it was the lighter blue in like a reddish, orangey, funky. So he got them both on that.
That looks amazing.
Problem is, he goes, son of a bitch, these were a pain in the ass. He goes, why? He goes, I had to make them twice.
Why?
His brother-in-law ran over the first set Saturday night, pulling in his driveway.
Oh, God.
So he had to literally whip
within
everything.
a day.
Yeah,
Jesus.
got everything together and was up to like 4 o'clock in the morning making a new set.
Unbelievable.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Great.
Nice.
Well, that's exciting.
Oh, yeah.
That's good, man.
Yeah, then I went to sleep.
You deserve it. I did my I did my brisket early on Saturday. Had it off by 2. Went to bed for like 4 hours, about 5 hours. Yeah. Woke up and put the ribs on and the pulled pork. We eat some pulled pork, but
Uncle Steve,
I had a
Kent,
pretty easy cook this
Gray,
weekend.
what's up?
Well, speaking of Uncle Steve, today's show is brought to you by Uncle Steve's Shake. Ever wonder why no one's coming to your barbecue? But when your neighbor lights up, he seems to have a line down the street just waiting to get into his backyard. That's because your neighbor's using Uncle Steve's shake, and apparently you're not. Which means one thing, Chrissy.
Better get you some
You're
right
damn right,
now.
Chrissy. Uncle Steve's shake is handmade, uses only the finest ingredients, and comes in more than 10 amazing flavors now, including their newly renamed cow, pig, and bird shake, the new dessert shake, the new South Texas red, and one of my favorites, the smoke bomb. If you can eat it, Uncle Steve has a shake for it. If you have any shake questions, Uncle Steve has fantastic customer service. They'll walk you through all your shake needs. It's time to take your backyard game and that competition game to the next level with Uncle Steve's Shake. Shake some on everything. Check him out at UncleSteveShake.com. Today's episode also brought to you by
Two Guys Smoke Shop in TwoGuysCigars.com. Whether we are barbecuing or not, we always keep the smoke rolling thanks to our friends at TwoGuysCigars.com. Today we are smoking the Corojo Leaf by Oscar. Thanks to our friends from TwoGuysCigars.com, we get to smoke some of the best cigars in the world, and so can you. Just visit TwoGuysCigars.com for your perfect barbecue companion. That's the number 2GuysCigars.com. Right? Who else? Jeremy Lucino, I saw in there.
Yep.
Brother Lap.
Hey,
Dutch
Chris
from,
Healy. What's up, Chris?
From sunny Orlando, Florida.
You like that, Uncle
Steve? And, who's that? Oh, Ryan Newland.
Oh,
Speaking of Ryan Newland, also brought to you by
Backline Smokers out of Austin, Texas.
Now that's fucking timing.
Unbelievable. Look at, all I got to say is this. If you're looking for a custom, one-off smoker or live fire tool, you got to check out Ryan Newland at Backline in Austin. Everything that comes out of his shop is touched by Ryan. Not one of these smokers or live fire tools is the same. The possibilities are endless with Ryan Newland at Backline. Every dime laid on his smokers. Everything is touched and done by Ryan. You got to check out Backline Smokers in Austin, Texas. I have one. Did I ever tell you that?
Yeah. Once or twice. All I know,
Backline Smokers.
this one over here,
BacklineFabricationsmokers.com. What?
this one over here is up to something.
I know. I know everything she does. She tells me everything.
Oh, good. Okay.
So I know things that you don't know. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Finish the ad. Let's go.
BacklineFabrication.com. Check out Ryan. You will not be disappointed. That's all I got to say.
Big Kano. Brother James Pavia. What's up, boys? All right. You ready for this?
I'm born ready.
Oh, yeah.
Look at me.
Oh, yeah?
I'm ready. It's my ready face.
Okay.
No, your face is red.
I'm excited. This is going to be one hell of
It's because I did the Uncle Steve's read
know.
in
You
one
forgot to breathe.
breath. I forgot
I
to
know.
breathe again. So.
So we are back in the great state of Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Have we left
No.
in a couple weeks?
No, we
no,
haven't.
we haven't.
We've been
No,
hanging
no,
out there for a week.
A lot of
all right.
barbecue-related shit going on in
th- th-
Texas.
Heck yeah.
You know, there's one or two guys down there into the barbecue world. You know? It's slim pickings. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But this one's a touch. This is my brother. We were live the other night on his channel, having a good time, throwing some cans. But guys, please welcome my brother from Camp House Barbecue, Eric Estrada. What's up, brother?
What's up, dude?
Guys, what's going on?
Look at that handsome devil
Look at this guy, huh?
How are
with
y'all
the new
doing?
hat.
All right.
That is on the right
My
way.
spring hat. It is going the right way.
It is going the right way.
You know, we had a 3-hour conversation over the YouTube Live the other day where my hat was on backwards and forward. It's going forward.
Saturday night, literally a 3-hour conversation if the hat was on the right way.
Well, you can't always go by the tag on the inside.
No,
but,
you got. What did we decide? You have to go by where the tie is. Tie is always on the left.
Side.
Interesting.
So, Eric,
Does it mean something if the tie is on the right side?
yeah, it's backwards. So,
Yeah, it's backwards.
there's only one way to really start this show off, Eric. Mm-hmm. And that's with the two famous words. Get it? Yeah, sound biting everything.
Love it. It's my favorite one ever.
Now you make me wish I had a cold beer, but I don't.
Oh, when Eric goes live on
Yep.
his barbecue trailer, he has the Dukes Hazzard horn attached to the trailer, so he hits the air. So every time someone new comes into the chat, oh, Johnny Mag is here.
Oh, that's so
Greg's
cool.
here.
I love it.
There it is.
There it is. Oh,
My neighbors love it.
That's freaking awesome.
hey, as long as you feed them, they're all happy.
Yeah,
You can do
gotta
whatever you
feed the
want.
Oh
neighbors.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So, obviously we got a bunch of the boys in here.
Oh, yeah.
But for any of
Hold on,
them
fellas.
who don't know you, who is Eric Estrada? Who is in what is Camp House Barbecue? And let it fly, brother.
All right, so Eric Estrada, non-relation to the guy from Chips, but I get it every day of my life. AKA, I mean, people always call me Punch. Ken calls me Punch, and that goes way before I was even I can remember.
Yep.
You know, I worked on Chipper Jones's ranch for a couple of years down here, and he called me Punch too. He's like, "Who's Eric?" Right? You know, he just knew my name the first time, and after that, it was just Punch. But about myself, Camp House Barbecue started in about, I think, man, I don't know, I have it on my logo, 80 something or something like that.
Yeah.
And that whole trait goes back to, I was a kid back then, but this little, I just did this little makeshift deal about a couple of weeks ago so I can record in here and do my lives. But I have another little camp house where I used to when I first started doing my lives. And that's the one where I got the rafters full of deer horns and all that stuff. And that goes back to my grandpa, my dad, my uncles, and all that. Way back in the day, we had a ranch down here. We'd go hunting and stuff like that. So after every hunt, we'd go to the camp house. The camp house we'd go. I have the gamble back here where we harvest, where we butcher all the deer and stuff like that. And everybody would hang out there after the hunt, hang out, barbecue, throw cans, drink some beer, and that whole came about it. And you know, I started doing when I started doing my cooking deal, I started doing a bunch of Facebook lives on there was like pages like The Pit is Lit, Keep It Lit, all them pages that were circling around, which was a while back. And people started asking me like, "Hey, what did you do here?" My deal was just like, we were throwing cans and cooking and playing music and just having people on live with us partying at the same time, pretty much like they were there but they weren't. So people were like, "Hey, but how did you cook that? That's awesome. That's neat, blah, blah, blah." So I was like, you know what? They're like, "Do a YouTube channel." I was like, a lot of people I started my YouTube, I would say about maybe 2 years, a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years, something like that. I'm not a how-to. That's what I tell people. I'm like, if you want a channel that's all over the place with kind of no direction, but we're having a good time doing it, you'll love my channel. We're all over the place. So, but that's where we came about, and I started doing the camp house, and I was doing competition cookings. I do a little bit of everything. Like I said, my channel's rounded off into all kinds of stuff, and it's just not, I mean, and everything involves around cooking. It's going to be around cooking and beer for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely. And like you said, when we were going live with everybody, we were Zooming before Zooming got trendy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
We were ready for all this past crap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We had it down pat, and we knew how to enjoy it.
That's true.
We were self-isolated before self-isolated was
Right?
cool.
Absolutely. Junior, what's up? Oh.
Schmitty in the house. TBC.
So, Eric, let's say, I don't even know where the hell to start here. We got so many different directions.
We mean, we gotta
Obviously,
go with the obvious.
you are a hunting guide.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and actually, let me jump before, because you said Chipper Jones. Is that the Double Dime Ranch?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
When I was there, it was currently the Double Dime Ranch. He sold it a couple years back, but when he owned it, that's where I was a guide out there.
Oh, no kidding. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But
that was one of the good ones there. We got so during that time frame that I was there back, it was quite a years back, is when they did the Buck Commanders, when the Duck Commanders started the Buck Commander show. So I was out there when Jason Aldean, Luke Bryan, and all those guys were out there. So it was pretty fun time with those guys.
Yeah, because on the when you were talking about buck commander, because on the show they bounce between the double dime of Chippers and the E3 of Roachies.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, in Kansas.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. What?
Brother James says he'll show you how to kill shit and cook it.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I will do that.
So speaking of killing shit and cooking it,
Yeah, let's talk about that a little
we'll
bit.
just jump right into that one because you got something on the pit right now that was literally walking around yesterday morning.
If anyone that saw his story today on Instagram, you know what we're talking about.
So yeah, right now I got about I'm gonna say 40, 45, 50 pound whole hog that I actually they gave them to us because the mom orphaned them out. So we took them in, raised them up, and fed them out. But it got to the point where it's just like, you know, I've always wanted to try it. I've done it with a wild hog, but I've never done it with the domestic hog. But I've also never scalded them before. So yeah, I had to cut those 2 hogs in the pen, and I harvested one yesterday, and we went old fashioned with it, and we're recording it right now as we speak. It's in the pit. I put an hour and a half log right now because down here in South Texas we have the mesquite woods that we measure them by hours. So you got to find the right size. It's an hour and 45. If you don't know, I'm kind of bullshitting on that one, but you'll like the next one.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, Brother Alton, the dog father, is in the house.
Dog father's in the house, Chrissy.
Oh, the dog.
The dog father.
Here?
Oh. There we go.
That guy.
That guy right
That
there.
guy right there.
So you, about a 40 or 50 pound, you said? 40, 50, 60
Yeah.
pound? Okay.
Yeah.
And-
So we boiled the water. I got one of those pots where I do my crawfish bowl.
Yep.
And I boiled the water. I boiled it super hot. And once I got that water hot, got the hog dispatched, brought them over, washed them out first with just regular running water, put them on the table, and just start, working sections. And I would dump it on my the hot water with a pot, put it on the hog on the spot, and start just shaving them. I use I got this from still got hog hair on it. It's Tablas Garcia out of the valley, and it's just a regular old slicer, but you just scrape it off and you put the hot water and just follow it down. Like you said on the Instagram, I posted it on my Instagram story and it's all on there. And it'll be, once I get done with the video, I'm going to post it on YouTube, but that's all we did. We cleaned it all out, made it all slick, and then washed it up again. And then we field dressed it. And I let them set overnight because I was beat yesterday. I was just a one-man show. It's kind of a 2 or 3 man show, but it took especially if you're drinking in the sun all day, but that's my own fault.
The old drinking in the sun thing. So wait, now what are you cooking it on? What's your preferred method?
So right now,
I
I had a pit. It's I think it was a hill country pit that I modified it. So I call her Lady May. So it was a pit kind of like y'all's logo, but it had the smokestack, the whole box chamber on top. And I didn't like that. There was a lot of space. So what I did, I had a buddy of mine, a welder. We cut off that box and welded a plate on there and put a 4-inch exhaust out to make it a single chamber cooking pit. And then off to the side where I cut that pit, I left the bottom grate, so it's got like a Santa Maria on the side.
Oh.
It's a Frankenstein pit that I kind of slept on and thought about it, and then we finally just did it with it. So
and you cook,
but I like it.
Do you cook the skin down, meat down? What's your preferred method on that pit?
So right now on this one, I got it. I butterflied it all open after I harvested. I butterflied it up so I can get injection into the loins, the hams, and all that. So I butterflied it. I seasoned it up upside down, and then when I got into the pit, I did the running method, I guess that they call it, where you put it upright, tuck the back legs under, and then tuck the front legs. So he's actually all whole right now.
So he's whole
with the skin up.
Okay, yeah, skin up, whole. Okay, okay. Mm-hmm. So do you flip it at all ever for the juices to collect in the skin, or you just gotta let it cook like that? Juices do what they do.
What I'm gonna try to do, I'm gonna let render it because I guess that fat layer between the skin and the meat, that fat layer, I think if I take it slow enough and I render it off, I think it'll be enough juiciness in there. And then I injected it, so
nice.
Hopefully it'll.
So what's your favorite injection to use on a whole hog? Is it
so
like
the one that
put it together yourself or?
I have the pork cutter from Texas Oil Dust.
Okay.
That's the one I used today. I mixed it with a little pineapple juice and then a little bit of Crawford's pineapple spritz, and I made that injection out of that with that pork cutter.
Nice.
That's the one I used on that one. Then I seasoned it with my base layer was SA, and then I used the Tres Locos. This is a local company from Laredo. They sent me this, the Tres Locos, and it's called El Crazy Rib Rub. So that was my second layer, and then of course my last layer was. I don't know. You already know.
Steve.
We already know.
Yeah.
You know.
You know.
Put that color on there.
That's right. That's right. So it's going good. Like I said earlier before we got on here, I think I had my hands at about 130 and my shoulders were about 137, something like that. So
Okay.
she's going.
And you're going to what target? What target you trying to hit?
I think I'm gonna hit up on the shoulders about 180,
Yep.
195, and then the backside. I don't want to dry it out too much on them hams, so I'll probably go 160, 155 or whatever.
For the backs? For the back?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the hams.
Do you cover the loin at all with anything, or so it doesn't dry it out? Just kind of free ball it.
We're just going. Like I said, this was trial run number one.
Mm-hmm.
I got the good one still in the pin. So
Nice.
once I figure out where I messed up, I'll go ahead and I'll try it again.
Nice.
Now I hope you took that other one out from the other one. Didn't see what happened. You take him to a little area so the other one doesn't know he's going to get blasted. Yeah.
I gave him extra feed today so he can feel happy.
There you go. A little extra feed makes John feel happy
That's
too.
right. All right. So, Eric, this chat is blowing up, son. Let's go. Let's see. We got Big Kano. What's your favorite wild game to smoke?
My
Good
favorite
question.
wild game to smoke, I would have to say it'd be axis deer.
What is it, dear?
Now, axis deer.
What is that? What is it? Explain.
So they're Middle Eastern axis deer.
Okay.
But they're imported over here now, so we got it. I mean, there's even some places in Texas where they're low fence herds of axes free ranging, but that's my preferred. I mean, I'll take venison all day. I'll eat it, but man, a bacon wrapped tenderloin of an axis deer, it's just. And I've got I
didn't know there was a difference between venison and
axis deer shed.
Oh, there's all types.
So venison
there's
is
a whole bunch of
so
deer.
venison. So this is where I'm not great with wild game. So venison is it's a deer. Mm-hmm. But
Yeah, a whitetail.
so it's a whitetail. That's the only thing that you call venison is a whitetail
Yes.
deer. Okay.
So this is pretty much. So this is what an antler of an axis. This is a shed of an axis deer.
Oh, damn.
They're normally 3x3s.
That,
So
Chrissy.
that's. I mean, they just get longer. That's about it. But this is an axis deer, and like I said, I got some mounts in the house that I've harvested before, but
Well, I got a
I,
shot here I can line up for you guys.
Oh, you do?
If I just learned anything, is that venison? Is that a whitetail?
That's a whitetail right there.
There's a shot of you here with the
That's a
deer.
white. That's a white.
That's a
on an
white
axis
deer.
deer.
No, that's not the axis deer. If I'm not mistaken, the axis deer
No,
has
their
the
horns are
spots.
different. Yeah.
yes,
Has the black
axis deer
black
have-
spots.
Yeah, they're like a reddish tannish color, and they have polka dot spots all throughout the hide itself.
Oh,
Yeah.
like
I
Bambi.
don't have anyone. No, I don't have one in here.
Bambi murder.
Oh, don't say band. Yeah, don't go there.
That's what Bambi
Don't
looks
go-
like.
don't
Red
start
with the white
nothing.
spot.
Don't start nothing over there. Next question.
I mean, I'm not bad with them. Like I said, I treat them good. When them animals are cold outside, I bring them up and warm them up with some mashed potatoes.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Ooh.
That's how it should be.
It's very considerate of you.
Tuck them in with a little gravy. We're good to go.
Yeah.
I want to be one of
That's
the animals.
right.
You know. All right. Let's get the wise comments out of the way. Brother James asks,
Oh,
"Who has the best voice that your wife likes?"
Yes.
That'd be Brother James. She's just every time he's like, "Is that James?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Man, that voice is just." I'm like, "Okay, I get it." Jesus
Yeah, you do.
Christ.
You know, Brother James, because what's up, my YouTube peeps and barbecue freaks, and me and how he does it. It's like, he's got that baritone rolling.
A baritone.
That's right. All right,
Yeah, that'd have to be Brother James.
Brother James. Now, Kyle asks, wild hogs. It was funny. We were literally talking about this just before we went live. Wild hogs, how hard are they to catch?
Oh, yeah.
And what's your favorite pot to eat?
So they're not very hard to catch. So recently I've been trapping hogs. So a lot of people here in town, some hogs started moving into a local neighborhood. I hauled a trap over there, and we bait them up sometimes with corn, live traps, and bring them out and relocate them. But my preferred method to catch these hogs, and we were just talking about that. If you go onto my YouTube, back when I first started YouTube, I think 10 or 12 years ago, I have videos up there, and we ran them with dogs. No guns, just dogs and one of these. Oh, this is our...
Wait. So, again, just to confirm, you're going hand-to-hand combat with boars and dogs.
Yeah. So the way that
Just
works,
when I
You
felt,
will never be manly enough.
just when I felt very Texas-like ordering a pit from Austin, I feel like now a child,
You're back to the cradle.
a young child, green
they're
behind the ears. You go so your dogs put the kung fu grip on the boar, and then you literally come in for the kill with your bare hands and said Rambo knife.
Yep. Yeah, basically we have what we call bay dogs. They're track dogs. So we drop them track dogs in front, and we're riding behind them, and they're just running on the road on the senderos. We got a bunch of senderos down here. So if hogs have crossed that road recent, the
They'll know.
dogs will pick up that scent
Amazing.
and run down, and then we let go of the pit bulls, and they're the ones that come and latch on. Once they're caught, we go back, grab their back legs, put them on their side, and stick them. And then the results are these.
Yeah.
Oh,
There it is right there.
shit! Look at those tusks.
Yeah.
That is some. Those things will tear you open.
Yeah.
Wow.
The result of one of them. That was one of the biggest, I think,
Wow.
probably one of the biggest ones I've ever been on with. And
Wow.
you just go ahead and get this Bowie knife and put it down. And we don't allow guns because a lot of people get excited or get scared and they'll start shooting and they might shoot one of our dogs. And that's never
Oh
a good
shit.
Day. But we also lose dogs to the hogs too because they get
Oh,
they
don't
get
tell me
ripped
that.
open.
No, that's awful news.
Yeah.
So how do you prevent that? What is your method?
So
You guys
a lot
got
of
methods?
ours, we run cut collars. We put Kevlar collars on a lot of the dogs. As far as the bay dogs are they're the ones that they're a little bit more athletic, more agile. Pit bulls are more aggressive, more not gonna say they're more dumb because they just want to fight. So we keep them protected they have Kevlar vests all in their vitals, and when they go hit, because they go hit at the ears, and these hogs are just they catch the ear on this side, and these ones they're just ripping them right here, sticking them, trying to stick them, but it'll hit all their vests. It won't cut them, but you do sometimes get some that get it at a bad angle or whatever. And they get hurt. But like I said, we full on what we do. We're prepared. We have staple kits. We have suture kits, because we'll put them back together in the brush and clean them out. We got iodine. We got all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
We staple them up and do everything.
Staple up your dog, your fully armored dog, fully armored pit bull.
Yeah.
Some crazy shit.
And speaking of the dog,
I
brother
love it.
Al.
I love it, dude. This is like
Speaking of the
I
dog,
live in this little bubble. Shut up.
shut up. Speaking of the dog, just wait and see if you're going to interrupt again. Thank you, Chrissy.
Oh, I did.
Brother Alton says, dogs and a knife hunting boars. Shit. Followed by, I repeat, shit.
That is some shit, man.
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, that's wild.
It's an
Literally.
adrenaline rush.
Yeah, wild. So Bruce
Y'all come on
Leach,
down.
Leachy asks, how do you prepare a Nil Guy Antelope? Did I say that right?
So-
Nil Guy?
I've only had it, the Nil Guy, I've had it one time. And the basic way we always do everything before we start playing with a lot of these, meats, we just wrap it in bacon. Because a lot of these animals are real lean. I noticed that when I had the eland, I just did the common eland from Africa a couple of weeks ago that I did like a steak. but it was a little bit too dry. So anything wrapped in bacon, that's how we start them off. And the Nil Guy is a little bit of a sweeter meat to that taste of the antelope, and I think it's good. I would take that also over the eland that I had the other day. But wrapped in bacon, like I said, if you want to get more excited, like I said, I do it with the whitetails, also the back straps. Just roll them out, kind of like you're gonna do a pork loin. Roll it out, jalapeno, cream cheese, roll it back up, and wrap in bacon. It's money. It's killer.
I did not eat before I came here today.
Didn't I feel what I feel on a regular basis? This show is killing me.
You don't snack on the way here? You don't have a snack or anything?
Don't have time, man. Show must go on. I don't got time to stop. I'm on a time crunch, son.
You don't even bring like a package of space food with you or something for the ride?
No.
No, you talk. You were eating the rubs right out of the bottle
Yeah,
last
you were
week.
eating the rubs last week. You were destroying the friggin' set.
They're fucking delicious.
Oh, man.
Sometimes you gotta remind yourself.
So, Eric, what got you into guiding? You
The
know?
outdoor channel.
The Outdoor Channel. Okay, I can
day
see that.
Well, we were like I said, we've always had. Growing up, my uncle had a ranch down here. We've always had a ranch since I was young, and hunting was always a big part of my life as a kid. Like I said, I still, in that barn that I've got over there, I still have my first deer set of antlers, and I have my grandfather's set of antlers are in there, and I think I got my uncle's a couple and stuff like that. It's always been a part of my life, and it's like I've always liked to see other people experience what I experienced. And as far as being a guide, it's just like me going out there hunting myself. I just do not pull the trigger. I still get the excitement. I still get with the people, and they see their excitement in their face. And it was just it's an awesome deal, man. It's just to have that somebody else experience what you've experienced. It's just awesome. It's just crazy, especially when you start getting kids out here or people who've never hunted in their life and they come for the first time. And it's awesome. It's a great.
Have you ever
feeling.
hunted?
Yes.
You have.
Yes.
And what did you hunt?
Bear, moose.
Wait, bear?
Bear.
You hunted bear.
Yeah.
You
Black bear.
You actually killed a black bear.
No.
Or you couldn't find any bears.
Didn't find him, but I went hunting for him.
You get a moose?
No. I went on a moose hunt with a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Because in New Hampshire, there's only a certain amount of moose tags allowed a year. So they have a lottery every June.
You got to draw for it.
So you've been hunting.
There might be 25
So
tags.
you've been hunting, but you never pulled the trigger on a said animal.
Oh, I pulled the trigger on whitetail.
Okay.
Between the trigger, between the rifle and a bow. I got them both ways on that.
Okay. I have not.
That's my deal. I'm going bear hunting up there.
That's it. We were talking about that on Saturday.
So you go bear hunting on purpose. It's like a thing.
Just like boars.
Yeah, you know.
They go by
you
accident.
call this number,
What if you
Greg,
run
okay?
into a grizzly bear? Then what?
You do nothing because you will not run into a grizzly bear in the Northeast because they are mainly Northwest.
So there's no grizzly bears in Maine or Vermont, you're telling me?
Black bear.
Only.
Black bear.
I don't know if I believe that. Just like people say
Believe
that
what you want.
there's no great whites in the, out when you go on Cape Cod, but obviously there is.
Hey.
Obviously there is.
That's why I don't go in the freaking water.
I don't go in the water either.
I ain't going into their yard.
I do not want to be fish food, but anyway. I think that's crazy. You go bear hunting. That's nuts. Now, have you been bear hunting?
Never.
Okay. See, where
My
you are,
first
you might
year-
run
this
into
coming
grizzly.
year,
Maybe not in
I'm
Texas.
going
but-
So I have a couple of buddies of mine that come hunt with me they come down 3-4 times a year up from PA. So they've invited me up that way. So I'm going up somewhere over there. Not sure where. As a matter of fact, I was talking with Mags. Hey, if we're close to that area, meet up or something. We're definitely going to do something about that.
I'm getting the nod from the Mrs. Magson there, so it looks like I just got my permission slip signed,
there
son.
you go.
Actually, she's mouthing.
Road trip.
Not yet, she says. You have to work for it. That's what she just said.
There you go. Done. I'm in. I'm in, brother. Yes.
Good woman right there. Good woman.
Yes. So you had sent me a bunch of pictures before, and by the looks of it, you got some crazy stuff out on that ranch.
Oh, we've got a little bit of everything. We've got anything from your regular common whitetail to your hogs. We've got eland, we've got black buck, axis, gemsbuck, oryx, buffalo, wildebeest, elk, red stags, zebras. I'm probably missing a bunch of other stuff, but we've got a little bit of everything.
Now, there was a picture in there of what I believe the term is called is Black Death. I think there was a picture. It might have been on the ranch's site of a Cape buffalo.
Yep, we've got those too. Yeah, I think I sent you one. Yeah.
Now, does everybody get along?
No.
Are they penned in different areas? Do they commingle? Who commingles? And who runs the show on the farm?
So right now, the wildebeest are kind of the alpha
dominant species.
Bosses. Yes, we've got one heifer out there right now or cow that she lost her little one with the freeze.
Oh.
So she's pissed. So she's already killed a couple of black bucks, some sheep and stuff.
No.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah. No,
she's hostile now. Yeah.
Yeah, she's bad. She's bad.
Uh-oh.
But no, for the most part, they all do along, except for like the rams. They're always headbutting each other everywhere you see them. They're always just going at it. Sitting there, just boom.
Boom, boom, yeah.
It's just crazy.
It's like me and John before the show. True, right?
I'll butt heads with you, baby. One of us is going to be walking out. The other's going to be seeing stars.
Maybe you got to get like a
I got two braced up knees, son. So I'm walking.
Maybe you got to get like a papa buffalo or something for the mama, or so she can calm the hell down. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I think she just needs. I think she just needs a little bit of action.
A sheep out there with her, and it didn't work.
Nope.
Huh.
No.
You put a sheep out there and we just killed it. Oh no!
2 days. 2 days it was gone. I was like,
wow.
Oh,
damn.
She was real hurt about that.
Uh-oh.
That freeze really hurt us a lot down here. We lost a lot of animals because that freeze.
Oh,
we weren't used to it. They weren't used to it.
Oh no.
It was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy.
That's awful. I'm glad most of them, doing well now and everything. Right?
For the most part, we did good, except for the ones that are in the freezer.
I was gonna say, it's a funny.
They're not going to waste. I am just saying there are some point. All you motherfuckers are gonna be eating.
Yeah.
All you motherfuckers out there eating hay right now with a smile on your face. You'll be in my freezer next year. You'll be in my freezer next year.
Well, thanks. Now I just lost three pages to share the show to.
Yeah.
You'll be in my fridge next week. In you, doctor.
But yeah, no, it's like, and a lot of these hunters, this year I did a little more filming through the hunts and stuff like that. I've been doing some cooking for the hunters, and I've been filming the hunts as I'm going along every week. I'll put one hunt, or I'll film a few hunts and put them on YouTube throughout the week. And a lot of these hunters are like, hey, so they harvest an animal, like, hey, here, try some of this, here, cook this and do a video, cook this, do a video. So I've got a freezer of eland, oryx. I've got a zebra. I got a zebra backstraps about humongous. So I'm going to be doing a lot of that on here. I've never had zebra before, but people swear by it, so I don't really know.
Wow,
it looks good. I don't know. Never had zebra.
Can you get the skin for the
Can
rug?
you get the skin? What do you want to do?
He might be able to pull something off.
You want to make some shoes?
I'll put you in touch
Maybe
with
a new
Eric.
handbag, Claudia? Maybe a new handbag or something?
So,
for the floor. Oh, okay, for the floor. I thought you were going to make a pair of edible undies for John out of it. No. I'll make a pair if I get it for him.
Please don't. I'm on a diet.
I want to see him run around in a zebra loincloth on the
Zebra.
show.
I'll pull my best Ted Nugent out.
Loincloth.
Yeah.
I'll do my best Ted Nugent impression with the loincloth, swing it off on an amplifier.
I want you in a zebra loincloth and an Eddie Van Halen guitar only. That's it.
It's next on the list. So, Eric, Kyle asked, how long are the typical guides for, a couple of days? Or is it a couple of days? What's a normal length of a hunt?
Screw
so
you,
to speak.
Kyle.
So
Sorry.
our normal hunts are, so they start off, our basic hunts start off, it's a 3-day,
That's
2
next on the
nights,
list.
pretty much. So the way it, or it's a 2 days, 2 nights, I believe, something like that. So you arrive on a normal, like say I'm going to use a weekend example. You get here on a Friday at noon, you check in, and then we go sight in your rifles, get all the paperwork squared away. You go sight in your rifles, you go hunt that evening, and then we come in, we pick you up, or whatever you harvest, we'll clean it, we'll field dress it, we'll butcher it, put it in a hanging cooler, and then on Saturday, you hunt Saturday and Sunday. I mean Saturday morning, Saturday evening, and hunt Sunday morning, and you check out Sunday at lunchtime. And like I said, all our hunts are everything's included, all inclusive. 3 meals a day, your beer, your guide, and all that stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, it is.
We should plan a trip.
Oh,
A multifaceted trip.
Oh, okay.
You know, like
Yeah.
barbecue, hunting.
I don't know if I know. You know, I
Hunting
might
and
know
barbecue.
a guy. You never know. I hope I make friends real quick.
I hope you do too, for my sake.
That's all I need out in the wild with you with a gun. Jesus Christ, I might
I'm
stay home on this
I'm a
one.
good shot, just so you know.
No, we're not gonna give him a gun. We're just gonna give him this.
I'm
one.
just
Give him the
be-
knife.
I'm freaking Greg Bow.
Time
I'm
to
friggin-
grow a set.
I'm coming in with the knife.
So Eric, Bruce asks, what is your preferred caliber to use on a whitetail?
Mine. So I used to be. Well, I still am. I use a 7mm 08. That's my preferred caliber.
Okay.
But lately I've been that it's too loud for me. I guess I'm getting old, so now I use a 223 right here.
There you go.
Then when I can't be able to, then when I get a little older and I can't see, I'm gonna have to go back to the bigger calibers and start shooting them behind the shoulder.
Nice.
But as far as right now, and that's my truck gun. That's the one gun that stays on my seat, on the side of my truck seat, all 24/7. So that's my gun.
By the way, screw you, Kyle.
Okay. Kyle has another question. Kyle's on the roll today. Eric, what animal would you say Greg DiGiorgio over here would be on the ranch? He's leaning towards a duck.
Mother ducker.
I was thinking more like a. He looks maybe like a black buck.
I was going to go with a javelina.
Oh, that too. He's got a fiery attitude.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's fiery. Javelina for sure.
No
What's a javelina?
No doubt.
It's a giant rat.
What?
It's a rodent.
It's a giant rat that kind of looks like a small wild hog.
But they eat good.
They eat good,
I do eat
but
good.
they're in the rodent family.
Like a capybara,
Javelina.
kinda?
Huh?
Like a capybara, kinda? No?
Yeah,
Kind of, but yeah.
Kind of, but different.
Are they bigger than regular rats? Are we talking like good
Oh,
size?
they're like, they're like
Like an armadillo?
60 pounds.
60 pounds.
All right, I'll be an javelina. It's fine.
That's another one.
I'll
Like I
embrace
said,
this.
The javelina,
They're good
yeah.
eaters, you say?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm in. Sign me up.
Yeah, and a lot of people.
When I be
a lot of
reincarnated,
people
you
don't
heard
like
it.
them.
I think we might got a new nickname for you.
Javelina. Is it
Javelina.
Javelina or Javelina?
Javelina. Javalina.
I got my new YouTube channel, Javelina Barbecue. Let's go. How-tos all day.
Yeah, and then you can have them the short name kid, the leaner.
The leader.
Leaner Barbecue. Leaner Q.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't eat those things because they have that misconception of the rodent type. And like I said, I've had them. I've barbecued them.
Really?
It's just you got to know how to clean everything. A lot of
Yeah.
people, that's where they mess up. When they don't clean it the proper way, it's you taint the meat with everything else that you. I mean, if you got to clean it the right way, javelina, Italian dressing soaked on the grill real quick, cut it into medallions, the back straps or the tenderloins, money.
Just got to know how to cook these things. Just like people,
That's the
just like
key to
people that
wild
don't know
game.
how to eat, pre-peeled shrimp, and they eat the shit vein.
So, Eric, is there any tips
Right.
on, like you said, preparing the wild game? Because obviously, it can get that gamey taste, or you can taint the meat. What's the any tips on doing it correct?
The main thing is when you're field dressing is take your time, be very careful, especially up where the glands are, where the bladder is and all that stuff. Take your time and cleaning it out, because like I said, 9 times out of 10, that's where people mess up. And like try to at least a lot of the hair. What I do first, I skin the whole thing out. A lot of people field dress everything and then skin it. But by that point, you already have the cavity open. So you got all that dirt and stuff getting in there, flying around. So what I do, I skin the whole animal first. It don't matter what it is, a hog, anything. I skin it all out, wash the actual, the cavity itself, and then I field dress it and then take everything else out. And then just make sure you clean everything out there. I know a lot of people, they'll leave them in ice water for a couple of days to drain that meat out. That works. To me, it kind of draws out a lot. I mean, it'll take the gaminess out, but it kind of just takes the actual flavor of the meat itself. My deal, I know I used to use Italian dressing a lot, but that vinegar kind of draws a lot, which is still good. I mean, it's not bad. But recently I've been doing milk, and people don't think milk this, so I use milk. Wow. I'll put my backstrap in milk and soak it overnight or a couple of days in milk, and you'll see that milk draws out, because it'll turn into a reddish color, but it don't take the color of your meat out. Like the water makes it white, the vinegar makes it like a grayish color. I'm not a fan of that. The milk just kind of draws out what you need out, but it still leaves the color of the actual meat itself. So I've been using milk lately, and I've been loving it.
It takes out the gaminess, leaves the color.
Mm-hmm. But still leaves the taste itself.
Is that for all wild game?
I use for anything.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, for anything. Yeah.
That vinegar almost brines it. Almost takes the color out of it. Good to know. For when I go hunting this weekend.
That's right.
Not.
Yep.
There's nowhere to hunt. I mean, for us around here.
You're gonna need a pink gun.
I'm gonna go to your house and what?
What?
Shut up.
What did I say? Oh, you can hunt bear at my house. There's one that walks around, and she's a big old girl.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
She's a big girl.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I already know if I'm coming over, I'm fully strapping. I ain't cooking out in the middle of the woods at your house.
Then you ain't cooking, son. Because that's where I am.
Yes.
But Eric, brother, thank you so much for taking some time.
Hey,
this was awesome, brother.
100%.
Like I said, any question, comments, concerns of people that are in the chat? Y'all have any questions regarding wild animal, wild game that y'all are harvesting or cooking or whatever? Let me know. My email, find me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, emails are all in there. I'm just a phone call away. I pretty much give my number to everybody.
It's awesome.
Awesome, brother. And
spread that barbecue love, you know.
Shit, the most important, one of the most important parts. What's the name of the ranch for the hunts?
So, yes.
So the hunts, we work at Thompson Hunting Lodge. You can find us on Facebook, and I have on my YouTube videos. I have tags to the lodge itself, Thompson Hunting Lodge. Nice. Come on down if y'all ever interested in a hunt. Send me an email. I can set y'all up, get y'all some quotes, and let's go hunting.
Beautiful. Absolutely, brother.
Thanks, dude.
Absolutely.
That was awesome.
All right, brother. Hang in there. We're gonna close the show, then we'll jump right back on with you for a second.
Perfect.
All right. Thanks, Eric.
See ya.
So how about that?
I mean, awesome guest. Very different than what we've had on here.
Yeah.
Like just a different element, a different conversation, different category.
Yeah. And especially with the wild game, because we get a lot of, how you cook venison. Have you ever done the venison tenderloins and
the whole game? I mean, if you didn't get anything, if you got one thing this entire 50...
That's a javelina.
It's that you're a javelina, and that's what it looks like.
That's me?
I'm just showing Greg what it looks like.
I guess you kind of get the same forehead. But the point is, if you just get one thing out of this entire conversation that we had today, in this 50 or so minutes, if you don't like wild game because it's gamey, well, you need to start soaking your shit in milk.
Yeah.
That's a great tip right there.
Absolutely.
I've heard that today, actually, from Chef Charlie.
Charlie, yeah.
I wonder if that would work for lamb too.
Probably.
Sometimes lamb, I don't really taste the gaminess in lamb when it's cooked right. My wife tastes a little bit. And I wonder if, because it's not a wild thing, it's just like domestic, but I wonder if it works for something like a lamb,
He said he did it for lamb liver. He soaked it. They soaked it in milk
lamb
for like
liver.
What is it, liver and onions or something?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
interesting. Good stuff.
Good stuff, brother.
Great guest.
All right. All right.
What's going on next week?
I don't know yet. I'm still up in the air. I'm down. I got 2 calls.
I'm gonna
make
hit
to
up.
see who can do.
Well, I'm still talking to Danielle
yes.
at BBQ Barbecue. So
I'm kind of I'm flying by the seat of my pants on this.
Should be
'cause
within the next couple weeks.
If I get a call from you going, here's the date.
I got to hit her up again. I'll do it either tonight or
Yeah.
tomorrow because she said she's in for June. And
Okay.
she's going to have a lot to talk about
Okay.
because she's doing a lot right now.
Perfect.
That's it. That's all we got.
Well, that's it for this week, folks. We'd like to thank you all for joining us. Catch the audio wherever podcasts are found. Catch the video on Facebook and YouTube. On YouTube, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. You have all our episodes right there at your fingertips.
Yep.
On social media, you can find us at all the links listed down below.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yep,
Including
yep.
our awesome group, New England Pit Masters. We're about to hit 5,000 members for the New England Pit Masters. Huge milestone.
Hell yeah.
Huge milestone.
Huge.
Huge.
Trem-
And then,
gigantic even.
and then obviously, check out Backline. Check out
Uncle Steve, 2 Guys, all our sponsors. Thank you guys so
Absolutely.
much.
Absolutely.
Questions and comments, please send it to pitlifebbqpodcast@gmail.com. And like always, subscribe, like, rate, and review. Hit that share button. Let's go.
Oh, and we do have a new sponsor. I don't know if you want to mention it yet, but he said, let's go.
Let's go.
So we're proud to announce, and we will announce again next week, that Ian Hemmings
Of CustomCuttingBoardsRS.com.
will be joining the Pit Life BBQ family.
Good stuff.
Until next week.
Until next week, keep the smoke rolling.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.